Hey, what's up, y'all? Hold on, let me take the sunnies off. I want to thank you, Eye to Eye, for checking out Sway's Universe. And I appreciate it. We got so many videos we want you to see, so push that notification button for me. Do it now and enjoy the video. Peace.
This is Sway. Sway.
Sway.
Sway.
In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Don't shake that fire.
Wake your fuck ass up.
Cross out your eyes.
Morning.
Sway in the morning, Shade 45, huh? Shout out to Showbiz and AG right there. Woo, remember that, Rich?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Let's play a game and remember that. In order to bring our next guest up on the show properly, we got to play a game called Remember That. There was a group called the Black Eagles. Remember that? You remember that, Rich?
Wow.
Formation decades ago. In that group was a king by the name of Denroy Morgan. Remember that, Rich?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Classic.
And Denroy had some offspring, a tribe, if you will, who were motivated by his success as a reggae artist and formed their own group back in 1994-ish. Remember that, Rich?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
I remember because my auntie Celia was a fan of this group, you know, and she had just came back from spending some time in the mountains. Bless her soul. My auntie Celia is the one who just transitioned about 2 months ago.
True.
And she was up in the mountains in Jamaica. She's the one who started my locks. Remember that, Rich?
Yeah.
Remember that? And then she came back and then she was talking to me about just different groups that she discovered while she was up there. And one of the albums she brought to me was called Protect Us, Jah.
Yes, I.
Protect Us, Jah. And then she would play the music for me over and over. And we woke up in the morning, we would laugh, and we would just, you know, I was a young man. But, you know, this is 94, wasn't that long ago. You know, and it's just, for me, come full circle, this same group, Morgan Heritage, has put out a slew of albums. And they even in 2016 won a Grammy Award for Best Reggae Album.
Yes, sir.
Best Reggae Album for Strictly Roots.
Yes.
True.
And they're here with us today. They've been putting music out since 1994. That's 23 years.
Yeah.
That they've been spreading this good energy.
True.
They've been spreading this truth.
Give thanks.
And they continue to do so with the new album, Abracadabra. They're here to celebrate with us today. Give it up for Morgan Heritage.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Bless up, Auntie. Bless up, Auntie.
Yes, Auntie Celia.
Auntie Celia.
And she spells her name similar to the way you spelled the name of the track Selah.
Selah.
Yeah. So she spelled her name Selyah.
Yes.
And that spell Selah is Selah. Yeah. You see all that?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
The cosmic.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Just for perspective, Denroy Morgan. Who's Denroy Morgan?
Our father.
Yes.
Our father. He brought you a hit record that we used to dance to and didn't know what was going on at the time. You know, Denroy Morgan, I'll do anything for you. And then, you know, when it was up on when he was on the Billboard charts with, you know, Marvin Gaye, and him and Marvin Gaye were competing, and this is a dreadlock Rastafarian living in America up on the disco charts. So when we started to turn into adults, we realized, oh, that was a star. You know, that record sold almost like 8 million copies back then.
Wow. Let's listen to a little bit.
Nothing in the world that I won't do. I give the world to you. If you want me to, I'll do anything. I'll do anything for you.
Yeah.
Disco.
I'll do anything for you.
Come on, man. All right.
Undeniable.
You know,
rings,
and that achieved so much success, and it's interesting. A lot of times with our folks, when we become successful, we also get backlash. Did he get backlash from the success?
No,
No?
actually not. No, in Jamaica, it was the first for a Jamaican to excel being popular amongst ourselves as a people. You know, he hit the Billboard chart, top of the Billboard chart, so that was a big thing. You know, the only other person that did that was, I think, Bob Marley with Roots Rock Reggae.
Yeah.
But I don't think that song went to the top 10 or number 2. The only thing that kept my father out of number 1 was Marvin Gaye's Sexual Healing. You know what I mean? So that was, you know,
damn.
Yeah.
That's like saying the only person that ever dunked on me was Michael Jordan.
I'll take that.
All right, okay.
I'll take that.
Okay. You guys, what the Miracles was the first body of work that you put out.
Yes.
Are the same members still here?
No.
Okay, what happened?
In 92, I mean, we were still in school. Our older siblings just graduated high school, and then we were signed to MCA Records at that time. MCA doesn't even exist anymore. It's now just Universal. And that's the album that came out. It was 8 members at the time. It was 7 brothers and my sister Una. After that whole MCA thing, the older brothers, they moved on to other things because they started having children already and whatever. And music wasn't really, for us, the younger ones, it was just fun for us to just be doing music and traveling while they had the responsibilities that they had to tend to. Then the group broke down to 5, which has been what it's been for the past, 20 years? Myself, Peetah, Gramps, Mojo, Una, and Luke's. Yeah, so in Avrakedabra now, it's really just 3 of us. Myself, Peetah, Gramps, and Mojo. You know, Luke's and Una are still in the group, but they're not active right now.
They're not active now.
No, yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, remember our sister.
It's like if you're on a basketball team, but you're on the inactive roster.
Okay.
But you're still on the team.
But do I still get paid?
Yeah, man, she still get that check.
Yo, I still get paid. I don't want to be on the inactive team.
Yeah, but remember, shout out to our sister Una Morgan and she's the oldest in the group.
In the group, yeah.
But she had a heart attack. We was on tour, the Marleys,
Catch a Fire
tour 2 years ago, and she wasn't feeling well, and she had a heart attack, and we just said she actually flatlined. She flatlined. Wow. So at that point, you realize, say, yo, we need to, because our biggest thing, Sway, is touring. We don't get a lot of radio play. So Morgan Heritage is that band from Brooklyn, New York, with Jamaican parents that you know the songs, but you don't know the name Morgan Heritage. And then you bump and be like, oh, they sing that song? Like we was with Eve in Nairobi, and she was on the stage with Shaggy just as a guest. It was her and Shaggy on the show, and Shaggy called us and said, yo, I'm in town, and we happened to be in Nairobi. And we just went there and was chilling on the stage, and Eve bodyguard was like, yo, you can't touch Eve, man, you know, and we was like, respect, man, everything cool, you know? And then we sat there, and then Shaggy said, yo, I got some friends in the house, man, I got some friends. Shaggy brought us up on stage, fire, blaze, went on stage, performed, and then Eve said, that was my jam. So here is
which song was it?
I think it was Don't Have to Dread.
Don't Have to Dread.
And Liberation.
And she said, I used to
Down
party to that. Down by the River was the song.
That was the song.
Down by the River?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she was like, I used to go to the Jamaican parties and that was my jam. And from that, we became friends.
Let's take a listen, ladies and gentlemen. Waiting for the good Lord to pass my way. We needed this morning. So much going on in the world today.
True word.
This is the medicine right here. It's the music.
Yes, sir.
Your music has always been medicine.
True. Give thanks for that.
We'll try, sweet.
Y'all ever make a song where it was just the opposite? Where you just ratchet and
we do social commentary, not ratchetness, but sus. We call it sus in Jamaica.
Okay,
you know, like in our song, "Tell Me How Come We talk about events that happened that were controversial at, you know, a festival that we produced called East Fest in Jamaica, where Beanie Man cursed, police didn't arrest him. Sizzler cursed, he got arrested. You know, so that's I guess that's the most ratchet.
That's you still can't curse on stage in Jamaica.
No. But they do it.
They do it, but
They still do.
you do it at risk, you know?
They do it at risk.
They do it at risk.
Okay, I want to ask you about some lyrics then off this album. Abracadabra is the album we're talking about now. And we brought up this song, but I want to break it down. It's a song called Sela.
Yes, I.
Sway the Morning. Lyrics.
I don't get it. What exactly don't you get?
Breaking down the lyrics you may not understand.
What the hell did you just say?
It's the Lyrical Breakdown
I can break it down like whatever you want.
on Sway in the Morning.
Okay, new album is out now. Abracadabra by Morgan Heritage. Abracadabra is a word that we usually affiliate to magicians and sorcerers and tricksters who, before they run their trick on you, they say abracadabra to throw you off. That's the fake out. Abracadabra. You looking at their fingers, and behind you they slipping something in your drink or something. All right, why'd y'all call your album that?
Well, I mean, Abra, which is with a B, is what it's been translated to after Latin and English, and when the Europeans got hold of it.
Okay.
Avracadabra is ancient Aramaic, which was used by the high priest in dispelling evil spirits and healing people. You know, so we get this Africa from the time we've been spending in Africa. We get this knowledge from the time we've been spending in Africa. You know?
Wow, that's interesting because that brings us to this song, Sela.
Yes, I.
Okay.
Yes,
you
I.
see how this works?
Yes, I. It's the magic. It's the magic.
That's the magic happening. Okay, so I'm going to read some of the lyrics, and a lot of times we like to break down the lyrics and find out what motivated the lyrics.
Yes, I.
What did anything, was it a particular incident that you had in mind? All right, the lyrics go, they want us to stay blind as a bat while they move sly as a fox. My first question, who are they?
They, like Khaled say. They. Big up DJ Khaled, you know?
That done one, old boy, that done one. Yes, sir. I tell you, few people can see it. Many are blind to it. A change is on the way. Things will no longer be the same. Oh, no, hear me now.
Yes, sir.
What's the change?
The change is the awakening. You know what I mean? People have been blinded through what has been presented to us through technology. Like people are walking now, they're not even looking in front of them, they're looking in their hand. Everybody's in their hand. So you've just been the world has become accustomed to what the system has given us. No one is thinking for themselves anymore. It's whatever they tell you on the TV, it's whatever they show you through social media, that's what you hold on to. I mean, that's why this brother, you know, Donald Trump is creating havoc around the world. You know, because the media is telling you one thing, he's telling you that that's fake news and whatever. So they're fighting amongst themselves in how they want to control the people. You know what I mean? Because him want to control it a certain way. The media want to control us a certain way. And it's just, we in the midst of it sitting back and we waking up. You know, you was one of the first people that we saw, you know, for years growing up in Brooklyn. We used to see you on MTV and, you know, I don't know if we can call another network on this, but.
You could do whatever you want.
All right.
On my
So,
show.
you know, it was always beautiful. It was always a joy to see a man like you, Sway, in the midst of Hollywood. Holding on to who you are and not selling out to become like they. You know what I mean?
That's who they are.
Yeah, you know, so we are who we are. And like we say, we're no longer blind to the truth. You know? They can't hold us down forever.
Man,
you know?
am I a part of Morgan Heritage?
Yeah, well,
I'm a member. My dad too.
I want to officially say that you are a living testament because you always was, like Peetah said, your consciousness didn't change that you could go into the top of the top and you can go to the hood. And we reverent you for that. We used to watch you on TV as a dreadlock man and this, and we used to wonder, is he Jamaican, he's from the Virgin Islands, he's Bahamian, and it, just to see you, it was like, one of us is there. And you are a living testament when we say you don't have to dread to be Rasta. Because, and you never said what you was, but we knew you was conscious. And just to see that it was an empowerment for young black men. And to see you live that testament today to say you don't have to dread to be Rasta your hairstyle didn't change you.
No.
Yeah.
You're probably more powerful today than you were with your locks.
Yes,
every day you're growing. It's a spiritual
consciousness.
growth. It's a consciousness.
Bars.
Let that breathe.
Yeah,
boy.
let
I'm back on the mic, boy.
Yeah, man.
You just broke down what they did right there.
Yeah, right.
You just broke down my whole blueprint.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man.
As I was taking all of these steps,
Yeah, man.
that's exactly my mindset.
See?
Was this? I was
was with
excited
Yeah,
about
man.
the challenge of swimming amongst the sharks
Yes, man.
and making my way to the shore.
See it there?
We was with you. Brother.
Yes, that's how we got here.
Yes, sir.
Sila! Play the song! Play the song!
Sila!
Morgan Heritage is here. 888-742-3345. Call us.
To stay blind as a bat.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.